Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and the ladies. It's your boy Germ, joined by my co-host, the wonderful, the great Mr. Dre Olives. And we're here to bring y'all. Oh, I'm sorry to talk over you.
Not
We are both here to bring y'all the good word of kinetic aesthetic. Now, it's been too long since I've really gotten back to my usual recording, dropping consistently. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is the Kinetic Aesthetic Golden Week. I'm releasing something each day of the week. I am saying it right now, and I'm going to hold my damn self to it. If I don't, y'all feel free to call me on my shit.
I'll call them on his shit.
Yeah. They should be getting something every week. Every day this week, Andre. I already got Wednesday. I already know what I'm reviewing. I already have an idea of what I want to talk about tomorrow. Today is all about just venting, I know y'all like this series where I just come in and I talk to y'all about some shit. I talk to y'all about some real life shit, about, just some mental shit, some spiritual shit. And today I wanted to talk about something that is very prevalent and very important as these winter months commence, as the weather gets colder, as we stay inside more. And that's managing to, well, not managing, but trying to avoid or manage successfully seasonal depression. Real, y'all. Real. People don't understand it, but sometimes, well, not sometimes, for some people, when the weather, like right around the end of October going into November, that shit hits you like a wall, like a ton of bricks. If you're not careful, that shit can debilitate you. That can leave you in a state of nothingness, not getting shit done for months. For those winter months. Especially if you live alone, if you don't have anybody to just pull you out of it, that shit can be hard. I'm not saying that is the reason why I've not been releasing anything, but that is just something that I wanted to talk about. Dre, do you have anything you want to add to this before I keep going on my tangent?
Yeah. No, I mean, you could keep going. Yeah, it's definitely real. I personally love winter.
I do too.
But I definitely will tell people take your vitamins, especially your vitamin D supplements if you're out here in the Midwest.
Yes.
That definitely has a strong correlation with seasonal depression. And, I'm not saying that's the main reason people legitimately get seasonal depression. But make sure you are getting the proper nutrients because you don't notice it immediately. But it's getting colder. You're not going to be outside as much, not getting that ray of sun. And that's going to affect your mental. So definitely make sure you're on top of that and you make that transition quick so you get those vitamins you need. But I've had family that had seasonal depression. I had a cousin that moved to Texas because he hated seasonal depression. But he found out that he hated Texas more, so he's back up here. And I'm sure my cousins have seasonal depression, want to go somewhere warmer. I get it, but I like it here. I don't mind the winter. It gives me an excuse to say no to plans, which, some people might read into. But I just like the isolation of the winterness.
Everybody that knows,
just staying in, watching a movie, listening to music. Huh?
I was gonna say everybody that knows you should disregard what you were saying about canceling plans because of the winter.
I definitely do cancel plans in the winter.
He's not avoiding.
That's one thing I do. You gotta. Huh?
I'm just saying he's not avoiding you.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. No, I just don't like to do shit on the winter. I'll be honest with you. It's too cold. Can't be out there in that coldness.
See, I'm much more of a cold person than I am a hot person in terms of comfortability. Like, I'd much rather be stuck in the cold than I would be just hot, because I don't like to sweat. I hate feeling sweaty and nasty. So a lot of times I can handle the cold, but I think I had to realize what you were talking about, especially when you're not getting that sunlight, when you're just coming out and seeing gray skies, you're not seeing the sun as much. You're just cold. Your body just always shivering. You never really feel like good per se, especially when you're outside. It takes a toll on you.
Definitely agree. I mean, I was in my room today. I was like, damn, it is dark as hell. It's 2 p.m. I'm like, it's just because it's gray outside. And I usually rely on like the natural lighting to light up my room. So I got these light bulbs and shit.
I think I noticed it a want to say a week or two ago. I came home. It's 5 o'clock. I had gotten so used to it being sunlight outside to where I could close the blinds and come back. I can see, I can get through. I came back that day, it was dark. I had to literally like find my way to my light switch because it was just so dark. And that's different, man.
It's dark as hell. It's dark as hell.
You just being here in the darkness. Darkness. It is not. It's not all it's cracked up to be. But one thing that I like to do, that I like to just try to do to get through these winter months, I always try to make sure I find some new shit to binge, some new shit to watch. Football is always going on in the winter. It's my favorite sport, so lean into that. It's good when the Bears are they're exciting. I'm not gonna say they're good because they're definitely not, but they're exciting right now. So you just gotta find things to sort of counterbalance that lack of natural serotonin coming your way. Find things that you enjoy, because everybody likes something. Everybody. Everybody likes something that doesn't harm other people. I'll say that.
Hopefully, right?
And Andre, what do you do to get through in the winter months? Like, what is something that you do more of?
So I always throughout the year, I love watching movies, playing a good story game, things like that. So mainly that, honestly. Or
I feel like you do it more.
I look forward to the holidays. Yeah, I mean, I weekly I'm watching at least one new movie. But in the wintertime, I try to find cozier movies to watch. So I'm getting off during fall, I watch a lot of horror movies, slasher movies, and stuff like that. See what new horror movies are coming out, give them a shot, right? Because there's the classics. The classics are always there, but there's I watched X recently.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. It was a slasher film. Story was a wild as fuck. It was an A24 film, so the directing was pretty good. I'm gonna watch Pearl this week, but after Pearl, I think I'm kind of done with horror movies for a bit. And then last week I also watched Pinocchio, which was really good. It's the new Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio that came out on Netflix. I recommend anyone watch it. It's beautiful. Tears were shed. Really well written, and just overall I don't know. I always love Pinocchio, right? So it was just nice to watch it by one of my favorite directors. There's a new movie coming out this week on HBO Max called, let me pull it up real quick. It's based in Ireland. And it's called The Banshees of Inisherin. It's currently being well praised for the people who see the early screening, so I'm excited to watch that. That comes out tomorrow. So really just things like that, right? Find a good TV show to watch, a long running one so you can watch it throughout the weeks. HBO's The White Lotus season 2 just ended. That was keeping me pretty entertained week by week, and that if anyone hasn't seen it or seen season 1 but they're not sure how they could do a season 2, I guarantee you are not ready for what season 2 has in store. That ending was literally the funniest shit I've seen, but also the wildest shit I've seen in a show like this.
What is White Lotus about?
Just really a lot of entertainment. It's about season 1's more about rich people. It's like a resort, the White Lotus, and a bunch of rich people go there. And season 1's more about the rich people kind of fucking over the poor people. But it's entertaining. Season 2 is a little different. It's more rich people self-destructing a bit with their lifestyles or getting used to it and things like that. It's hard to pinpoint what it's about. The season 1's definitely a class type of thing. And season 2 is more about just rich people doing some scummy shit. And then there's the poor characters too, doing their own thing, trying to get ahead and working under desperate situations. But overall, it's pretty it's just entertaining. It's honestly just really entertaining.
Let me ask you a question.
Music is great also. The music production for it.
Speaking of music, because that's related to. As I was sitting and listening to SZA's new album, by the way, that's an amazing album, y'all. The review, I'm actually doing a double review. I've decided I just can't wait to talk about that one, so I'm probably going to drop both reviews. I'm reviewing Metro's album and I'm reviewing SZA's new album, both coming out on Wednesday. Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
But
damn,
it's both great projects. But
Mhm.
I'm starting to think like I was having such a good time listening to that on the first listen. I'm starting to think that I might just record my first listens of certain projects, and I'll record that and I'll post that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I think that's a wonderful idea. I'm very like I had such a good time listening to both of these albums, and I feel like that's another thing that I can share because I feel like it's a lot better to get my reactions in the moment. So
I agree. I agree. I think that's definitely good. Definitely make sure you edit it so it doesn't get copyrighted.
I can't I can't. How do I? Okay, explain that. I don't know.
Either like cut it like if the because if you're listening to the music,
Mhm.
right, and that's gonna be shown, you probably need to edit around so that you cut the song down a bit. Um, so it's not playing like the whole song.
Okay.
Yeah, copywriting's fucking
Fuck me over.
annoying.
Take me out.
Yeah. So just make sure you edit it properly. You should be good to go.
True that. True that. What's on your mind, Dre?
Nothing really. Back in school right now, so that's been going. Just working really. Yeah, nothing really is going on. Just really career and education focus right now. On my fourth course of my master's. This was a little bit more work than I would like, but it's a master's program, so I don't know what I was expecting. But I did that most of the day today. I took a day off today to just do some homework and shit, and it took all day. That was really exciting. Loved it. Loved every second of it. How about you? What's on your mind, man?
Not much, man. Just I've been sort of in the same boat as you, minus the education part. Career. Just trying to get myself situated. Trying to get myself right because 2023 is going to be a big year for me.
Why is that?
Just a lot of things that just a lot of moves that I'm planning on making. New
What are you looking forward to the most?
new experiences. Seeing
Okay,
different things,
okay.
seeing just different shit. I feel like I haven't really. I've been a Midwest person my entire life, and I feel like the more I think about it, the more it's just like that's the most boring way to live in America. To be a Midwestern boy your whole life, and not branch out. Not venture out and travel.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Midwestern boy my whole life. But I
Never get
like it.
tired of Illinois.
No, not at all, actually. Like I was talking to someone the other day about like when you pull up to the city, when you pull up to Chicago, I still get that feeling that I got when I was a kid, when I'll be going there, visiting my family, like seeing the skyline and everything. I've never lost that like, damn, I live next to one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Get that. I get that, and I respect that.
You know? Yeah. It's just like I don't know. It's something I felt when I was a kid. And even now, like I go there to visit, sometimes I go there to shop real quick. And I'm like, damn, I have the luxury of being able to see something like this and live around something like this. And I think it definitely grew stronger after we went to school in Charleston. I'm like, these motherfuckers are never, some of them are just never gonna leave that area,
Yeah.
never gonna leave that spot, and just see how beautiful like architecture. Like if I visit somewhere like Denver, I went to Denver last year. I love seeing mountains all around. That was so cool, and like a city in the middle surrounded by mountains, amazing. Would I want to live there? Probably, but not too long. Um, Vegas. It looks like a giant playground. Neon lights. It's like what you would imagine like the future looks like, right? You go outside at like 3 a.m. and there's a bunch of just neon flying around, people all around, and you're like, damn, this is crazy looking. California, all those places like all have something that's just like you're able to see that. But for me, I'm like, I look at Chicago, I'm like, oh, it's still the most beautiful city I've seen in my life. I do need to go to New York though, but a lot of people have told me that New York is just like a dirtier Chicago. But I still need to
Yeah.
go, right? I still want to
Still
see
want to
it.
go visit. I don't
But
want to be in New York too long, but I'll go
yeah,
visit.
like Seattle, right? I want to visit Seattle. I heard that's a beautiful city. Um, but no, I don't like. I think for me it's different. I have a lot. All my family's here. Even if some of them leave, at the end of the day, I still have like too much family here. A lot of like my family from Belize immigrated here over the years, so just a lot of roots here. I guess if everybody moved, that'd be a little bit sad, but I don't know. I feel like I still have like with my friends and everything here. It's still where I would like to stay. And if everybody does end up moving, then just make new connections or just go visit them. But I like it. I love Chicago. Like I think I'll always have love for Chicago. I think it's a being born there is something I take a lot of pride in. It has its ups and downs, but every fucking city does, right? Everywhere has their own shit to deal with. Taxes are a little crazy, but I don't know, man. Texas, they don't pay taxes, and a winter storm came in, and like a couple hundred people died. Like that's not okay. You know what? And then people were also getting bills for like a couple grand because it's all privately owned power. Since they don't pay taxes, it's not state owned, it's all privately owned. They have their own grid and everything, and then they're like upcharging people over like 110% on their electricity. And it's like, yeah, I don't like paying taxes. I don't think anybody does. But like things like that show you like, okay, I'd rather pay taxes than deal with it got so bad millionaires in mansions had to like find ways to survive. Like it wasn't just poor people. Like the poor people were the ones that died, but even rich people were getting fucked up from that. So I don't know. I like Illinois. I like Illinois. I like Chicago specifically. But everywhere has their good and bads. Everywhere has their own beauty, right? Like if I were to visit Europe, I would love to like just see like Montreal, Sicily, Paris. I want to go to the Netherlands. I want to visit like Amsterdam, Norway, Oslo, places like that, right? Just see their cities. I just love to see how cities look like. I think cities are like, I don't know, they're like one of the most impressive things that humans created when it came to like housing large populations. So it's just cool to see how like different cities.
I want to go back to what you said about that feeling you got that you've never lost going to Chicago, because I feel like it's actually really weird for me. I came back the last time I was out there with y'all in August. When we went to the city, I don't want to say that I didn't get that feeling, but it didn't seem like, yeah, Chicago's beautiful, but it wasn't like.
I want to say one thing. We need to like plan it better next time. Of course. I don't think we really planned that out too well.
We didn't.
It was just like, let's do this one thing, and then we went there and didn't do anything else. I had to leave early, but it was like kind of like picking plans. But I think, you go to like a nice dinner where you have like a nice view. But I don't know. Maybe you just don't get that feeling. Maybe Ohio broke your love for cities.
Don't say that, because it's not like I'm seeing Cincinnati all the time. It's not like I do miss the city environment, but I feel like I need to go see some other cities, and I'll get more of an appreciation for Chicago.
Yeah, I think it's different too. I think it's just different people's perspective, right? Like Chicago houses a lot of my favorite childhood memories. Just things I would do, people I would visit, family I would visit, and everything. And then we'll always take the same train line to the city, right? Because Chicago traffic's abysmal. You don't really want to be pulling up there in a car. It's hard to find anywhere to park, and if you do park, you gotta pay a shit ton. So usually take the same train, and the train line I take goes directly into the heart of the city, and you see the skyline immediately, and you pull up into it. When you get close to the train lines, you see like some of the graffiti on the side of the walls always look nice. Even the tag shit, like I'm like, oh shit, like I do love it. So unique. Yeah. So I don't know. It's to each their own, right? I know some people fucking hate it, and they can hate it.
I don't hate the city life.
Nah, I don't think you do. But I'm just saying, like, some people do. Some people hate like Chicago, but I think people like to overhype things they don't have, and that's just what it is.
Is what, like, some people are just country bumpkins, and I don't say that in a derogatory way. I just say that some people are just, they're country.
They like the
You
country.
need people
yeah.
like that because you need people out in the country doing country shit. And you need the people in the city making the cities move. The city got to jump and the country got to boom.
Country doesn't boom.
Country go boom boom.
Country. Poor country.
Right.
Poor country.
Rural America is just as crucial as inner city. Now,
if we're like, I'm not even saying that they're not crucial. We don't really buy a lot of our own produce, right? So like a lot of the shit that we grow goes to like China and shit. So it's not really even beneficial to us.
Wait,
and people, yeah, like soybean is a big one. Yeah, yeah. A lot of the stuff, a lot of the stuff we get is from like Mexico and shit like that, like produce.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just the way some of these trade agreements worked out. I don't know. I don't really know much about them, but like soybeans are a big thing that we export, and a lot of our wheat comes from like Ukraine, and that's why that's a big deal, right? It's been
really interfering with us getting the bread.
Yeah,
with us
he
getting
literally
the bread.
is. Literally is. That's why like inflation skyrocketed like during
the reason
beginning of this year.
My loaves of bread are rising in price dramatically. Fuck you. Actually, I take that back. You might poison my dumbass.
Yeah, fuck him. They'll poison me. Fuck him. But because we had like just like what the fuck is it called? Damn it! I wish Justin was here. He knows the word. The word's a very simple word, but it's like supply chain disruptions, right? We're causing like a lot of like, and that was because of COVID, right? Because people were getting sick.
I can tell you that's off my job. Like, they're starting to get a little.
Yeah, no, they're still fucked up. Like I don't think people understood how long this is gonna take to recover from. And then the war in Ukraine kind of was the nail in the coffin for our inflation shit.
But yeah, we got to get that shit fixed.
Yeah. Again, it's easier said than done, right? I would say, and it sucks, right? Because American families are hurting. They're hurting at the grocery store. They're hurting at the gas pump. But we, as a country, have been handling it better than the other countries around the world. Like, we have really maintained it stronger. Like, the dollar has stayed strong. Mm-hmm. Things like, you know what I mean? Like, we have came out of it the least unscathed. Of course, things could always change and it could always get worse. Because shit that you don't expect to happen happens, i.e. Ukraine war accelerating our supply chain issues. But, you know, we could be grateful that at least we're not as fucked as some other countries have.
That's very true. Now, anything else on your mind, man?
No. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, cities. Yeah, I love Chicago.
We got all the Ukraine and Russia and shit, and I done lost. There was some point originally that I started on that, but you know what, y'all? Put something in the air. Sage. It made me forget. You know what? We've been talking for a while, and this was longer than I really expected this one to go or last. And you know what, y'all? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm about to go get on some Warzone.
God damn.
Time to go crack some skulls, Dre. I mean that in a video game, if anyone is listening and not thinking I'm talking the wrong way. I mean in a video.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful...
Not messing around.
I want to say thank you to Dre for coming on here and helping me just, get some content out for y'all.
Of course. Anytime. Just let me know.
You're the co-host. You need to be ready at all times. I'm just playing.
You need to set a damn schedule.
You don't understand, y'all. I just sort of do shit. It doesn't work for everybody else. I just sort of do shit. This has been Connecticut, everybody.
You fucking crack me up.
Your boy Germ.
Kinetic
Aesthetic. I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for listening. You all make just doing this shit a beautiful thing to just be able to do. I want to say, catch you all tomorrow.
Ooh.